So in this video I'm going to explain firstly about the regions of Venn diagrams and how to realize which bit is shaded in and how you represent that using probability notation, and then I'm going to set you some questions. The blue bit is what we're going to try and represent. Now here's a circle for A and here's a circle for B, so this bit represents the bit that's A and B. So the way that we represent this using probability is to start with writing P for probability, and then A, and this symbol here means and. So over to the side I'll make a note. So and is represented by that, and the way I remember this is it's like the N in and. So it's like the N, and there's another one which is or. Now or is represented by this. Another word for that is union. So it starts with a U, so it's called union. So those are the two that we need to remember, and or. Well, actually one last one is not. So if you want to say that something is not something, you put a little apostrophe, a little dash like that. Okay, so for example this one would be the probability of A, because you've got the blue bit is in A, but then you'll notice it's not here. So what that means is it's A, but it's not B. So A and not B. So you've got the apostrophe there on the B. So you're allowed the bit that's in A, but you're not allowed the bit that crosses into B. So this one is all of A. You can have the middle bit as well. So it's quite simply just A, the probability of A. Okay, now this one is like that one, except this time you're allowed B. So it's the probability of B and not A. You can't have anything that crosses into A. Okay, next one. This is just the probability of B, because you can have the bit that's got that crosses into the A, but it's just shading the B circle. Okay, this one we'll come back to. Onto this one. This one is the probability of A or B. So it can be in A or it can be in B, it doesn't matter. Now this one it's like this, except it's the opposite, isn't it? Everything that's shaded here is white here, and everything that's white here is shaded here. So to write the opposite, you write the same thing again, probability of A and B not. So this is reversing that. Again, this one we'll come back to. This one here it's everything apart from B. So the way you represent that is the probability of not B. Anything other than B. Okay, now we have to find which one this is the opposite to. So if we look back, it's like the opposite of this. So to do opposites, remember we write the same thing that it was, this thing here, probability of B and A not, and all of that is not. Next one, this one is the opposite of that one. So it's probability of not A. This one is the opposite of that one. So again we write out exactly what it was, probability of A and not B, and this time the whole thing is not. It's the opposite of all of that. So this one, we have to find which one it's the opposite to, and it's opposite to this one up here. So we write out this again, probability of A and B. This time it's all not. Now this one's got everything shaded in, so that means it must occur, so the probability of it is 1. Just ready to write 1 to represent that. Now this one, you notice I left it, it's got nothing shaded, so the probability is going to be 0. Now I'm going to go back and finish off the two that I missed, starting with this one. Now you'll notice that this one is like if you merged this and this. If you put this one on top of that one, it would look like this. So it's going to be a long one. So the way you do that is start by writing out this one again, probability of A and not B, and then put that in brackets, and then because we're merging them two, we're going to put or, and then probability of B and not A. So this is a very difficult one. You're very unlikely to get something like this in an exam, but just here an example. Okay, so this last one I've put an asterisk next to, and I'm going to complete it over here. Just remembering that that is not A. That's what that one means. It means not A. Okay, so this one, the middle bit, is the probability of A and B, and then mixed with, or sorry, in union with, then the outer bit is the probability of not A and not B. So there we have it.